ISIS will revive by US-Saudi Arabia. In their article, in Veterans Today, two analysts, Gordon Dufkamiev and Nahid al-Husseini assert that the Islamic State, ISIS, is a radical, Wahhabist Islamist terrorist organization, was born and nourished by Saudi Arabia with the help of the United States. Along with the United States, Riyadh has always publicly supported economic and military support for ISIS, while the international community remained silent. At present, ISIS has finally collapsed in Syria and Iraq. However, they did not die, as they continued to revive their masters and new clothe themselves. ISIS leaders and remnants are still being transported through the democratic corridors of the Syrian Democratic Forces, SDF, a coalition of Kurdish Arabs, the Kurdistan People's Movement, YPG, to move to safe shelters among refugee camps along the Syrian-Jordanian border. The United States has built a series of bases throughout Syria, of which the main base lies in the city of Raqqa, based at Rumilan, in Hasakah province. The Kobani base, in Aleppo province, and a main base, in Shideh in southern Hasakah, near Syria's largest oil fields, in the Azor province. It's not a coincidence, or an act of American custom, it's in a plan that's been built and worked out a long time ago. When Russia launches satellite images of United States combat vehicles strolling in ISIS facilities, and then proclaiming them capturing the east coast of the Euphrates, it is also the case that gunmen terrorism was transported from there to the safe zones through the SDF's control area on American tanks, and the SDF took control of those lands. United States-led convoys were discovered on November 5 near the Palmyra ancient city of Homs and Mount Qualaman. Just as before, dozens of helicopters hovered over various areas, both of Syria and Iraq, to collect the terrorists on a termite in South Syria. At the United States training camp at Al-Tanf in southern Syria, remnants of ISIS are being assembled from across the region and are being transformed into a new peaceful opposition, backed by Saudi Arabia and the United States, to reopen the southern Syrian front. Syrian officials say the camps are not open to relief organizations or other non-governmental organizations, as they are demonic, where the United States is training terrorists and rehabilitating 20,000 gunmen. Terrorists have survived battles in Syria and Iraq. The Eastern Alliance Army, based at Jordan, under the supervision of the United States International Warfare Depot, Saudi, British, Israeli, MOK, will be mobilized against the Syrian Arab Army, SAA, in the area. Southern Syria, in the Al-Tanf area, and other areas controlled by the rebels. Some of the SDF Arab forces are currently recruited into this organization. According to local sources, adult groups have come to United States training camps in Jordan under the refugee label and are being ready-trained there. The United States may mobilize 20,000 of the SDF's Arab forces to disarm the ISIS. Gunmen will re-establish a new ISIS terrorist organization with a force of up to 40,000 to 50,000 troops. Revive the terrible power of ISIS. The new ISIS will fight the Syrian army, SAA, in the area along the Syrian-Jordanian border and Syria-Iraq border, control of the oil border along the Syrian border from Jordan to Iraq, extending to the Turkish border. The route runs from the Persian Gulf to the Mediterranean. being new. Thank you for watching.